Hi, my beautiful, lovely, gorgeous, super duper souls. Lizzie the Lightworker here. Today I'm bringing you guys a reading for a Pisces divine male and a Sagittarius divine female, and this is in separation, and it's also a viewer's request. I have such a large number of requests, guys. I'm trying to get them done as quickly as possible, so I do thank you for your patience. If you, however, would like to book a time slot and it might happen a little faster, I'll leave information in the description box for my private readings information. Also started a twin flame separation support group, so if you guys are interested in that, it's sort of a place to meet and talk with other people going through what you're going through. I put information in the group. I like to start doing private readings in the group, so just check that out if you're interested. Let's get into this. I'm going to work on our Pisces divine male. Let's talk about our divine male. Okay. So I feel like already he's very well-rounded emotionally. Like a very well-rounded emotionally stable kind of guy, okay? Someone who is loving, caring, family-oriented. Sort of like a good advisor, sort of like that fatherly energy type, like that nurturer. Very sensitive, very homebody, very loving of home, loving, protective energy. I feel like in this time in separation, he has had to get more control over his emotions, but I do feel like he may have hardened a bit. All right. I feel like life has hardened him just in general, but I do feel like this particular separation and this particular union has sort of hardened him a bit. I feel like there's things that he didn't get to say to his divine female before separation or during separation. I feel like he sort of feels like he missed out on saying what he needed to say, or speaking his piece, or saying all the things he really felt in the moment. I feel like he might have bottled emotions up, and I feel like that's probably an ongoing problem for him, is that he bottles up his emotions, or he has a hard time dealing with emotions, or the way he should react, or the way he is, or just in general. Okay, there could be a little bit of a passive aggressiveness where he doesn't like confrontations, and then he keeps these feelings built up sort of inside of him. He keeps these emotions sort of built up inside of him, and he might explode sometimes because it's too much, because he didn't let it out at the right time. I do feel like this is divine connection. I do feel like this is twin flame. I do feel like he sort of is aware this is twin flame. And if he's not, then he's definitely aware that this is very special. I feel like he's never felt any way about anyone like his divine female ever in his life. This is so different for him. These emotions are so different for him. He knows that this is like almost like otherworldly. Okay, he does feel that. He does feel the connection. He feels like she could really be his everything. Okay, he feels like he really could go so far with this relationship with her. Like, he definitely wants this to be. But like I said, there's some mixed emotions here. There's some things that he didn't get to say or wants to say. Or he's harboring some feelings that are maybe not the best feelings, or he felt slighted emotionally, or he felt sort of gypped emotionally, if that makes any sense. But I feel like he's working on himself in so many ways that, he really is stepped into his power and stepped into his spiritual journey. But I feel like he's just hoping that it's all going to lead him back to his divine female. I do feel like that. I feel like his energy focuses around her. Like, whatever he's thinking, whatever he's doing, whatever he's saying, however he's living, he's focusing on her still. Very much so. Very much so. I don't know, too, if he feels like she treated him unfairly a little bit, but, I don't know. It could have been something that he was a little overly sensitive. So I feel like her energy, she's thinking about him, too, thinking about the past. I don't know if they met at a younger age. Maybe they were like, I want to say like high school sweethearts, or they were like young and then they separated and maybe came back together, and then maybe it was funky, didn't work out. Something with that. I'm getting a strong sense of past, or it could just be they have past life connection. It could also be that our divine female is a little bit stuck on the past hurts, past things that, she might have been in relationships with other people and they hurt her, and she puts a lot of focus on that when she's falling in love with somebody. So it sort of holds her back a bit, because she's thinking that she's going to get hurt again. Okay, and it's very youthful, and it's a little bit almost inexperienced. Okay, because I feel like if she had one bad relationship, she's letting that reflect outwardly. And she might have expressed these feelings with her divine male, and he might have got angry or felt like he was slighted by that, or that could have made him harbor some feelings. But I feel like she didn't want to make a mistake. She wanted to be sure, and she didn't want to make a mistake here. So now I feel like she's definitely thinking of the past a lot, and her feelings of the past and her emotions of the past. But I also feel like there is some sense that there is a little bit of overindulgence with her, okay? I don't know if I'm just throwing this out there, guys. Don't get crazy if it doesn't resonate. Fine. If it does, fine. I don't know if she has some issues with drinking or alcohol or just overindulgence in general, but I'm getting a sense that she may be the type of person in a younger energy or lacking maturity that she needs to get past this in life. Like, in other words, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have everything the way you want it. And you have to think of someone else's feelings. I think in separation, she has found this out. She's realized this. And she wants to offer back out love to him. But I feel like her maturity level still needs to rise a bit, okay? And guys, this could read in reverse too, okay? I could be saying that this is the Sagittarius energies and it could really be the Pisces energy, or vice versa, okay? So you don't need to ask for a separate reading. It could resonate that way. The messages are meant to reach who they need to reach and resonate how they need to resonate, okay? So if it doesn't resonate, toss it. But yeah, to me, this is like also feeling like she might be stuck on the past with someone or something from a relationship, and she's having a hard time letting go of that. So it may make her I don't know, like have a immaturity with love in that way, where she hasn't been able to get over something from the past or a past lover that hurt her. Okay, I feel like something does have a real big hold on her. Something is holding her back, or something is sort of interrupting her maturity or interrupting her maturity process in life. I do get a little sense of that. Okay, but I feel like she likes to have fun and wants to be youthful. Excuse me. She wants her relationship to be fun and fun-loving and sort of like free and frivolous and not serious. And I think she needs to have that, because if she doesn't, it sort of makes her feel like bogged down and not have freedom, okay? So I'm feeling like that is what she needs. She needs a refreshing sort of energy where it's fun and positive. And I feel like our divine Pisces here is more like, I like the mature level. I like the let's plan things. I'm a homebody. I like to sort of, relax and, that sort of thing. Okay. So that could be a little bit of why their energies didn't mesh up good. And that could be a little bit of why they separated. All right. So I feel like there will be a new way that they come back with this, like a new creative sort of turn or a new creative way here. I feel like this is our divine female sort of wanting to see him, wanting to reach out to him, wanting to know what's up with him. How is he? I feel like she will take that step. I feel like she's bold enough to do that, courageous and bold, and sort of will have that nature to do that. Okay, like she's not going to be afraid to approach him. She's not going to be afraid to put it out there. She's going to do it. And I do feel like, it will be on her terms. Okay, definitely. Her energy balance is definitely, I feel like, a good balance of masculine, feminine, okay? But I do feel like she could be a bit impatient when she comes to him, when she's ready to talk to him, ready to try to ask him to, hey, can we try again, or can we talk, or whatever. I feel like she's going to need to temper her impatience, okay? Because she's going to want it like now. And he might be a little slower to react. And he might be a little bit like, I don't want to get hurt, or, I need to approach this differently. Something for her to keep in mind, okay, to sort of tone that down. I do feel like she wants a lot of the control here, or wants to control the way the situation is going to go. And that's just not going to be possible, because it's all going to be based on his feelings, okay, and how much he's grown as a person. And he's grown a lot, okay? So the approach needs to be gentle. Her approach to him needs to be a gentle approach, not a rough and hey, in your face kind of approach, okay? Very gentle, very sort of nurturing, loving, let him talk. Don't override him. Don't try to dominate him in any type of way, and let that energy flow freely. But yeah, it's. I think the force for this is very strong. The nature of this is very strong. Like that wanting to talk, that wanting to reconnect. Okay, I feel like there's baggage to drop here. All right, and I do feel like when they do reconnect, when they do meet up, when they do re-meet, they will both be single, okay? And I do feel like it could be a new beginning, but they do need to leave behind the past, and they need to sort of talk about it, sort it out, and then toss it, get rid of it. And don't bring it up anymore again, okay? So that can allow them to have a fresh start together. I do believe that that is coming, and I feel like they will both feel very renewed by this. They'll both feel very like it's pure of heart within them to want to have this conversation, to want to be together, to want to sort of like try to make a new road together, sort of, okay? Yeah, we're just going to have to worry more about the emotional part of this, okay? So as long as I feel like our divine male's emotions are in check, I feel like things will be okay. I just feel like he might be a little bit suspicious, so he may need more time to sort of worm this over in his mind, like sort of more time to chew on this, okay? It's not going to be no quick thing with him. I feel like our divine female is going to want instant results, instant action. Come on, come on, come on. He ain't having that. He's going to be like, listen, look, I need time. I have to process. But all in all, deep down in his core, at his heart, he does want her, does love her, does long for her, okay? But he has an idea in his head of what the perfect woman is and how the perfect woman should be and act, and what the perfect partner should be like and act like, okay? So he may find that there is no perfect woman. And if he's feeling this way about his divine female, there's compromises that are going to need to be made, okay? And sort of reflecting back to one another, each other's energies, good and bad, okay? So you guys may meet up again. You may have a conversation, talk, whatever. You may still be reflecting and mirroring energies back to each other, good and bad, like good things within each other and the bad things within each other that need to still be fixed, okay? So I feel like if you can work on that together when you do reunite and have a reunion, I feel like it'll be more successful. But if one of you is not up to speed with the other, and that does happen often, that's why there could be multiple separations in twin flame unions, because we're not both ready and the timing isn't perfect for us. Like I say all the time, the divine timing has to be there. And you both decided before you reincarnated on Earth when you'd meet, what it would be like, what complications you'd have, what challenges you'd have to meet, and when you'd reunite, if you chose to reunite. You activate things within each other. That's the main point of twin flame union, is to activate things within each other, realize things that need to heal, put us at a higher level with our higher selves, and get us into a better vibrational energy with God and the universe and our creator, and how we feel about life and love and what we learn, okay? So there could be some of that residual or reflectiveness sort of from the past, and I feel like the past has to be left behind in this union for this union to work, okay? So just keep that in mind. There could be a little bit of suspicions. I feel like on his part, he might be a little suspicious, thinking, oh, maybe she's got someone else, or she's not telling me all the truth, and she might have somebody else. And he may too. I mean, that's possible as well. But if he does, he's still thinking about her. And whoever he's been with since, or is with now, or in between, or dating, nobody's comparing to his twin. He keeps comparing people and keeps thinking nobody's comparing, okay? So just to keep that in mind, I'm going to pull a Queen of the Moon Oracle card, and we're going to see what we get here. We're getting protection. So it's very important to protect your energies when you revisit this, before you revisit it. In separation, the now, protect your energies. Learn about energies. Learn about protecting your energies and keeping boundaries with people, and how people affect you, and how people affect your moods, and if you're absorbing other people's moods or emotions, or if you're having negative thoughts. Learn to protect yourself from that. Learn to sort of block negative thoughts and block negative patterns. But when you come back together as well, this is a sign for protecting your energy, because, you don't want to affect each other negatively. We want to affect each other positively. So if you come into this and you feel like there's any type of negative thoughts or any type of negative patterns or things of the past, or there's hostileness or anything like that, then it's simply not time. There can be multiple separations in twin flame union. Absolutely, 100%. This is just telling you to learn to protect your energies. It's for both of you. It's good advice. There's lots of ways to do that. If you want to know, just hit me up in the comments. I'll give you some information. But yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for your request. Give me a big thumbs up and share. And I'll see you guys on the next reading. Love and light.